How do? The videos are probably gonna seem a little bit disjointed. It's just when I'm doing things while stuff's drying and trying to get everything put together into one video as opposed to lots of little sporadic bits. That's my genius plan anyway. Let me cut to some footage of plugging these holes. Right then. None of my many dowels actually fit, which is super handy. I don't want to drill them out, all these holes out super big. I'm just going to drill them out so they're an actual hole, because a lot of them are like oval shape or misshaped and stuff like that. So let's quickly drill them out to whatever drill bit was in the drill. That's them all cleaned up. We need to size, got them tiny little maple dowels. Take an old pair of, what do they call them? Acoustic drumsticks? Completely forgotten the name of them. Whatever the name of those are, but they're maple dowels. We're just going to size it down a little bit to go in the hole, then we'll glue them all in place. We'll size that dowel down to plug those, because we've got one of our Gretsch bow tile style bridges, not Gretsch, Bigsby style bridges to go there. So let's take you in the other room and we'll do that. Now, you can buy fancy dowel sizing jigs, but I don't have one. What I do have is a drill and a sander and a woeful disregard for my fingers. This is the second one I've done, because the first one is down there somewhere. The machine claimed it. It's not Simon's anymore. So let's see if the second time's a charm. A little bit more. Oh, pretty much there. I'll do for that one. The size of big and down. Let's go glue them in. Right, dowel sized, We're not doing anything super fancy. It is literally just going to be glue them in place. Just going to use Type Bond 2. We haven't got to go nuts and worry about using epoxy or anything super fancy. They're not going to be overly structural. They may end up being re-drilled out when we do the new scratch plate. Who knows? Right, that's a bunch of holes done. I probably would have just fast forwarded through that because it's probably really dull to watch. It's just gluing bits of wood in the hole, isn't it? Nothing super exciting to it. But we'll let that dry and we'll come back and worry about it. Yeah, then we'll probably put some filler on everything. Right, hopefully I worked out how the edit button works and you just saw all these holes being plugged up. Let's go ahead and just cut everything nice and level. Where's my saw? Where did I put my saw? Found it. Flash cut saw for the win. Right. That's all those filled. Let's get some filler knocked up. Just going to wipe it over the top of them just to make sure they're 100% filled, and there's some chip out behind there where the previous guy drilled the posts in. We're going to wipe some around this bit as well because that's a bit cracked and shitty. Yeah, so let's knock some of that out. Right, filler knocked up. Let's get some of this all over my fingers. Cracking style. There's nothing really going in any of the holes I've done, which is nice. Keep it off the binding channel. Just leave them sitting a little bit proud so there's something to sand off. Right, let's get some stuff. Luckily, whoever did do a repair on this didn't do a terrible job. Although it's unsightly, it's level, it's solid. So, fair play to whoever did this bit. Couldn't have been the same guy that sanded it. So, it's going to get a sanding sealer and all that sort of jazz anyways, but just want to take out the worst spots which are on the back of this thing. was probably really exciting to watch, wasn't it? Being a Luther is glamorous, isn't it? It's just waiting for things to dry. Howdo. Right, fillers in. Let's give it a quick sand. I'll just put it in fast forward because sanding is just incredibly dull, isn't it? Like, it's dull to do, so it's going to be dull to watch, isn't it? So we'll just fast forward in it.
I hate you and I just wanted to say I really hate you and I know you feel the same. For so many reasons I hate you and I just wanted to say I really hate you and I know you feel the same. For so many reasons.
Right, that's all sanded out to 80 grit. I think this is ready to start sanding up the grits to get it ready for some sanding sealer. Which would be cool, wouldn't it? Right, let's do that. You don't need to watch me do more sanding, it's more of the same thing, you just have to watch quick, innit? But yeah, I'll do that. Right then, we're back. Some time's passed. We've walked the dog. I've eaten a donut. It was very nice. This has been sanded from 100 up to 400. We don't need to go super duper crazy. And now we're gonna foam brush some sanding sealer on it. I might be getting a tad ahead of myself, but it's going to take a few coats, and I don't want it to get dinged if it's being moved around and stuff like that, so a little bit of a layer of protection for that. We've still got to work out what we're going to do with a scratch plate, because this might get extended a little bit, but we'll worry about that in the next episode. Just layer up some of this on, all willy-nilly, without a mask. It's alright, the dog's down there. She'll be fine. She's already batshit crazy, I won't notice if she's high. The joy of this stuff, I worked out when spraying poplar bodies. If you spray it, it goes on quite thin and takes forever to build up a heavy coat that you can actually sand back and level out. Whereas if you foam brush it, you can lay it on quite heavy in a few coats. But it does eat whatever bit of plastic is inside the foam brush. Joy of laying this on quite thick as well. There's still a lot of little imperfections in the body that filler won't sit in, but this stuff will just help level everything out. I'm probably going to end up using some of that nitro lac clear coat over it because I want it to be like an aged look over it once we're done. Speaking of which, I actually need to order that, so let's pull my finger out and get that sorted, didn't I? The same for this, if you've ever done any painting. I used to be a plasterer, and one of the many jobs I would do would be decorating. If you've done any gloss work, like if you've ever done a door or anything, you can feel when you drag down, when you get like a dry bit that feels like it's dragging, is when you haven't got, is when you're missing a bit. Down there you can feel it's dry. There we go. Top tip if you ever need to gloss anything, or just pay someone else to come in and do it, which is easier, isn't it? Right, done. Right, let's let that dry. Probably end up sticking another couple of free coats on it over this whole process, but we'll let that dry. We can sand it back, gives us a nice solid base. And next up for this is going to be working out scratch plate design, which is going to be exciting, isn't it? Yeah. I'm grumping out. You coming up? Yes, yeah, good girl. Nice one.